Stay in the NBA here, CT, but sound the alarm bells. It's overreaction time, potentially, for this 120. Lance Stephenson gives the Pacers some swagger they apparently needed. Paul George on why Indiana came back in the second half tonight against the Raptors.
Man, effort, energy, Lance Stephenson. That's how you describe that second half, Lance Stephenson. Lance was real excited, real fired up about this one. You can see it. You know, I know Lance, man, being with Lance for 3-4 years. I know Lance, man. He was nervous. That first half, he was nervous. It took him to the second half to get that one to go down, and you saw it immediately. The doors was open.
You said after your 43-point performance against the Cavs that Lance spurred you on. I mean, some would say, how does one man make such a difference? But you're going to give Lance some credit.
Man, I just know every play, man, you're going to get the most. You're going to get the best out of him. He's going to work hard. He's going to energize you. Something that you ain't doing, he'll tell you. You know, and he's just been my brother, man. We started out in this league. We started here together. That's my brother, and I'm just happy to have him back here.
The intensity, the emotion, then at the end of the game, cooler heads did prevail, but that's not necessarily a bad thing for a team that needs to show some fire.
Yeah, I mean, Lance know better. That's like a cardinal rule to not lay the ball up when you up. But he did it. It's the reason why Lance is Lance. We appreciate him, man. Everything he does for this organization, man. He comes out here and he works his butt off.
CT, Lance did apologize to the Toronto Raptors afterwards for the dust-up after the game, and the Pacers as well for getting him involved in that. Miles Turner did tweet a shout-out to Lance for bringing back that spark that we needed. Overreaction or not, Lance Stephenson is the difference maker this team needs down the stretch.
He certainly is a spark plug. He certainly is a big help. And if we're talking about a difference maker to help them get into the playoffs, I'm okay with that. I can roll with that. In terms of difference maker for them to go deep into the playoffs, I'm not ready to go that far, but certainly I think Larry Bird made a shrewd move. I think this move is going to work out because they were a team that had been stumbling. They may not have made the playoffs if you haven't brought Lance Stephenson back, and we discussed it tonight. He only had 12 points, but it wasn't about what he did on the stat sheet in the box score. It was about the energy. It was about the passion, and that just rubbed off on the other guys. You just play a lot better when you're having fun, and that's what Miles Turner alluded to with that tweet. Shout out to Lance for bringing that spark back. I mentioned Jeff Teague earlier, who was out there screaming raw emotion. And Paul George said it. They already have that bond. So it just ups your level of play when you bring somebody back who you're used to playing with, who you're comfortable playing with, and that just takes the team to another level. And he provides that attitude, too. You feel like, oh, okay, Lance Stephenson is providing a certain level of toughness, a certain level of swag. You know, when I take the ball to the hole, I can score in traffic. You know, I feel a little bit more confident when I take my jumper. And then a lot of times that transfers to defensive end, because when you have things going on, you get a little more focused, you get a little more locked in. So certainly the Pacers have been struggling, but tonight in front of the home crowd, Lance Stephenson seemed like he's brought a lot of life to this team.